So you want to learn how to attack Town Hall 10 with miners? Today, I'm going to teach you. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and again, we're in Buy Forever. I just put out a video featuring some Queen Walk strategies for Town Hall 11 from this war, but today we're looking at miners at Town Hall 10, my favorite troop inside of Clash of Clans. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell for daily Clash videos and other gaming videos as well that may interest you. So make sure you come on through and sub so you don't miss out on anything. Now, not only do I have miner attacks for you guys where I have actually 4 miner attacks, but I have some witch attacks as well that I want you guys to check out. And that's going to be towards the end of the video, so make sure you guys stick around. Notice the composition here, no queen walk at all. This is basically a mass miner attack utilizing siege machines as well. Now, if you don't have siege unit, guys, you're going to have to just go in with your standard clan castle. For me, I'd probably bring in more miners in the clan castle to just push the base a little bit harder. Nice job with those balloons coming out, that haste spell being dropped there as well, and they're going to take out some solid defenses and traps as they push on through, clearing out quite a bit of the base right there just with that siege surge in the beginning of the attack. Now we have the king and queen, no healers to keep them alive, so it's going to be a Sui hero attack right here. And look at the clan castle. The clan castle was lured right here, and that worked out gorgeously. And our baby dragon is able to clean up the majority of what else came from the clan castle, except for the ice golem, which, you know, ice golem is going to be a bit annoying, but it's not going to be the end of things. Queen is going to be funneling down the base, as is the king right over here. And the archers are even lending a hand as well. A couple of archers there. They want the healers. They want the heroes to go into the base here with the miners, and that's exactly how it's going to go down. Actually, the king's going to probably stay on the outside of the base, keeping it narrow, but the queen could path into the base with those miners. This attack is done by Haas from Buy Forever. The poison spell is not dropped. There is no poison spell, or actually it was dropped earlier in the attack. Right here, it was the heal spell that I was trying to say, has been dropped as the miners enter the base. Really smart play. It's actually how I play mine as well. A lot of times, your defensive bases will be dropping giant bombs right there inside of the attack, right in the beginning of the base, to take out a whole bunch of bowlers or miners in this case. So what you want to do is heal early to make sure that if you do hit those giant bombs, your miners are going to be safe and they're going to be able to push on through the base. Look at them. Look at the power going through. They are not the strongest troops in the game, but when they're in mass like this, they take things down so quickly, and Haas is doing a gorgeous job of healing the masses. Try to drop your heal spells around as many miners as possible so you're getting that value. If you have 10 miners up here and you have 30 miners down here, or maybe 25, you're going to want to heal where you have more of the miners because you're going to get more value. More miners are going to be saved in that attack. Right now, there are a bunch of defenses left, so we're going to be challenging the power of these miners right now. They're going to push on through. The thing that scares me here is that bomb tower, but there are a lot of miners, and they're spreading themselves out a bit. They could take quite a few hits from that bomb tower, and we do have some miners on it. Look at that! Look at that trap right there, that spring trap, popping our miners away from that bomb tower. Smart placement, it worked well, but not well enough as Haas brings in the 3-star at Town Hall 10, utilizing a mass miner strategy, starting off with that surge from the siege, and then the heroes. Gorgeous attack. It's Lou, and Lou's here with miners as well. And again, we have no healers. It's straight up miners. No queen walking here, guys. What's going on? I just put out a video on how strong the queen walk is, yet in this video, no one's utilizing it, and they're still pulling in the 3 stars with miners. It shows the power of miners. And this is a prime base for miners. And the reason, it's a very narrow base. All this space right over here is basically empty, or it can be cleaned out really easily. I know there's going to be someone in the comments that says, why is there a town hall right on the outside of the base? That makes it easy. For those of you that don't know what that means or why that's there and you think it's silly, it's for an anti-3-star base design. And the plan is to try and keep Town Hall 10s from being able to 3-star the base. Obviously, in this case, it doesn't happen, and the reason why that sometimes does work is you can then, in the center of the base, nestle some defenses like the expos, like the clan castle, and maybe even a couple of things like wizard towers and bomb towers that can get rid of those mass attacks like this one right here. But, like we said, it's an anti-3-star design. doesn't mean it's going to prevent the 3-star every time. And actually, guys, every base is vulnerable to a 3-star. You just have to find the strategy that's going to bring in that triple. Look at those early heal spells like we mentioned earlier as well. As soon as the miners get into the base, you're going to want to drop those heal spells so that they can protect themselves from those giant bombs. Miners are going to push on through. Another heal spell by that air defense. Really open spaces. Good job right there with the heal. And we have one right over here in the east as the miners are probably getting a little bit vulnerable. Now the Stone Slammer is coming in towards the tail end of this attack, and that's opposite of what we saw in the last one. And pro tip right here, guys, or actually fun knowledge, I don't know what you want to call it. I was using miner attacks, either Queen Walk miners or mass miners, to farm from Town Hall 10 through Town Hall 12. I stand by it to this day, and it was probably 2.5 years it took me to farm that up. It's the best way to farm. I really believe that, guys. What came out of that clan castle right there? Was it a P.E.K.K.A? Can't even see. Well, oh no, it's Valkyries. I think it's Valkyries. Yep, it's Valks by how they were spinning. And when you look at this attack, there are not a ton of miners left. We have just a handful, but the Valkyrie is distracting the Wizard Tower, allowing the miners to come in from behind and spank that Wizard Tower around a little bit so that it's going to finally go down, and then they can clean up what's left, which we're going to be able to double time through, because the only thing that can hurt us here are either spring traps, giant bombs, or that Lava Hound, but we know the Lava Hound doesn't do much. So we're going to just watch these miners crush what's left. Doing a nice job. This was a close one though, guys. It was not rolling over a base right here, which makes it fun. Thank you, Lou, for that attack. We have Haas back, and so far, if you're liking the miner attacks, guys, make sure you hit the like button on your YouTube dashboard so that you can show a little bit of support to the channel, to me, and to Clash of Clans. Thank you. Stone Slammer is again leading off the attack. It seems the way that Haas likes to do it is with a leading slammer. Although those balloons are coming in behind the slammer. Let's see. That's different. Usually you'll see them in front to get rid of any air mines, but not in the case right here. Balloons are actually in behind, trying to get a little bit more damage on the drops, possibly. We have a nice poison spell right there on the enemy queen, and what comes out but Valkyries trying to take out the enemy queen with the slammer and Valkyrie combination. Plus lowering the clan castle. Great value out of that right there. And I like the variation that we're having in clan castles across the game. We have the P.E.K.K.A Ice Golem. We have the Lava Hound Balloon. We have Valkyries. I'll go in with just straight up miners in my siege unit to go mix in with the miners that I have coming in on the attack as well. So many troops can be a benefit to the game from the clan castle perspective. It's just nice to see the variation. Miners quickly coming into the base. Look how fast this is happening. King and Queen up in the top, surging themselves in, creating that funnel, so the miners only have one direction to go. Town Hall's already been taken down. 45% of the base is taken down as well. King and Queen running into the base. Miners being healed initially as they encounter. We're seeing that happen in every attack, and it's a smart play. Not only because I said it's a smart play, but because it actually is. I'd rather heal miners up a little excessively on the early tip and lose less than heal them up late when there's less of them in that heal, if that makes sense to you. You get more value using the heal spells in the beginning of the attack, keeping more miners alive. So when you're in the center of the base, you don't have 5 miners chipping away at something trying to take it down, when you could actually have, 15 miners because more are actually alive. So this attack right here, I mean, look at the number of miners. Spring traps are there. There's nothing you can do about the spring traps unless you get a kill squad in before your miners, but that doesn't really, it's not really a thing. But we still have the miners pulling in the triple. That's going to be it right there, guys. We also have our King and Queen still alive. Sliver of health on each, but the miners were the heroes of this attack as they pull in the triple. Actually, the Queen made the shot, but it was still a triple with miners. You should use it at Town Hall 10. Jakey with the final miner attack from today's video, and finally, we have a Queen Walk miner. Jakey here didn't want to make a liar out of me. He wanted everyone to know that Queen Walk is still solid, and he's coming in with the, what is it? I missed it again. 4 or 5 healers. I want to say it was 5 in the composition. If I'm wrong, let me know down below. You can yell at me down there, guys. But the Queen Walk starting from the north, the Baby Dragon Balloon combination coming in as well from the northwestern side of the base, going to help funnel that Queen in the right direction, lowering the clan castle as well, out of which came a whole bunch of archers. How much work will that baby dragon do? Working pretty slow, actually, the baby D was. But the queen, she's going to get raged up right here. And the poison spell on the archers, really smart play. Doesn't seem like there were a lot of archers out of that clan castle, to be honest. The archers getting good value over here as well. One camp space and being able to take out a bunch of those outside structures, really smart play. The dragon, there we go. There's phase 2 of the clan castle. The dragon wasn't pulled just yet, and I hate when that happens. When you think you pull the CC, and then you realize that something's still hiding in there. Well, that's what just happened right now. The base has already been funneled nicely. The king has yet to come into the attack, and in this one, there's actually a wall wrecker, not the stone slammer. Now we have the king over here on the western side. Wall wrecker coming in, which is going to allow our queen to follow in behind the miners. Maybe I should be doing that. I've been going with the slammer, but maybe the wrecker is better, because then the queen can get into the base as well. Here she goes. She's stepping up in just like we said would happen, taking out defenses as they're targeting the stone slammer as well. This is a good time for the queen to heal up as well because she's being protected, tanked for by the wrecker. Still, that wrecker is up. 2 ice golem and 2 balloons in that, and that's going to be some nice protection. Freezing as we go through the base when they go down. And you know what, guys? I missed the miners even coming into the attack. I was so focused on that queen walk and that siege unit that I missed the miners coming in, but you can see they are taking the base by storm. Another nice heal spell as well down in the south. And the miners, they split up a bit on this attack. They're not all together working in that mass, but they are still taking down the final defenses in the base. And guys, is that it? I think that's it. So we're going to sit here and watch the Town Hall 10 actually go down to the miners. It always looks so cool to watch the Town Hall go down itself, guys. I'm always a fan of that happening. But that's been it. 4 seconds left, the queen's ability left over, and a freeze spell, and the attack is finally over. But I promise you guys witches, so let's go find some. We'll take a look at this one from Toxic Joey, the one witch attack that I'm going to feature in the video against the number 40 base, the final base here in the game, in the war. And it's actually a giant, what is this? Giant witches and wizards right here. It's like a is it a gobo wee wee, but are there bowlers inside of that wrecker? Let's see what's in that wrecker right there, guys. Usually at Town Hall 9, people will use the golem or giants, and then they'll go with the witches and wizards with bowlers in the clan castle. Is that what Joey's doing right here? Is he using a Town Hall 9 strategy at Town Hall 10? Let's find out when that wrecker finally goes down if bowlers come out. If they do, it's a gobo wee wee at Town Hall 10. And it's bowlers. It's a gobo wee wee at Town Hall 10, which is pretty darn sweet, guys. Not often you see Town Hall 9, primarily Town Hall 9 strategies, being used at Town Hall 10 as well. Under rage and under heal there in the center of the base with the jump spell as well. 1 freeze left. I mean, what's being demonstrated right here, guys, is a solid attack strategy for Town Hall 10. I want to see more of this. Toxic Joey, do more of this at Town Hall 10, and I will bring out an exclusive video to it because this one is pretty darn sweet. Now, there aren't overwhelming numbers left over. We have some witches over here that are being healed up. Actually, the giants are that are stuck on that wall. The wizards can help out a little bit, get them through that wall. It would really help our witches continue on through the base. Luckily for them, there's not many defenses that are even paying attention to them at this point in time because there's not many over here, and because those skeletons are going to do the distracting. A level 40 queen is doing a nice job pushing through the base as well, assisting with that bomb tower, distracting the bomb tower actually, and the giants being healed, being those tanks, allowing for the skeletons and the witches to get through the attack. Witches, if you could target that cannon, that would be sweet. That would let the attack end, and that would make the video come to a close. And there we go, the witches are getting the job done. And again, another Town Hall going down, this time to witches and skeletons. I love that one, Toxic Joey. Not even a feature of this video, yet it was still so much fun to watch. I want to say thank you to Buy Forever for again having me over in the clan, making 2 videos, a Town Hall 11 Queen Walk video and this Town Hall 10 Miner video. I hope you guys got to watch both of them because they were both entertaining and got to show what some really solid clans do when they're attacking. Also, guys, remember, you can always find me over on Discord. There's the link right there if you want to find it. There's also a link down in the description. Come on down to my server. It's a lot of fun in there. You should come hang out. And before you get out of here for the day, make sure you check out this video because it's sweet. Guys, I'll see all you back here later on today with another video. Until then,